A leather drum was priced at $5 million, yet it was always in short supply. Strangely, every customer who left never carried a drum, but each wore a blissful, intoxicated expression. Then they handed thick stacks of cash to my wife, and all I could do was watch her work day and night, completely unable to help. Every time I offered to assist, she refused flatly. In fact, in our 10 years of marriage, we had only shared a bed on our wedding night. She always rejected my advances, and I couldn't help but grow curious, wanting to find out what she was really doing in the drum room, but she would stop me every time. One day while we were arguing, my mother suddenly appeared. After hearing our dispute, she realized we had been sleeping in separate rooms for years. No wonder we never had children. My wife explained she was too busy with the drum-making business, but my mother didn't buy it. She insisted it was an improper trade, especially since rumors had already spread throughout the village. Still, I chose to trust my wife. Just then, a customer came by, speaking fondly of how much he missed the drum room. His words only deepened my mother's suspicions. My wife quickly made up an excuse and asked him to leave, but before he left, he joked that good things should be shared. My mother's expression changed instantly. She was now convinced my wife was hiding something disgraceful and demanded I divorce her, but I stood firm. Believing in my wife's innocence, I ignored my mother's protest and continued to support her. Yet my mother wouldn't give up during a struggle. The money my wife had just collected scattered across the floor. My younger brother's eyes lit up at the sight, and he shouted that he wanted to learn her craft. I quickly pulled my wife away from the scene, but that night, my brother secretly watched her every move. He saw her dragging a bloodstained sack toward the drum room. As soon as she took out some tools, he followed her and questioned what was inside. My wife tried to brush him off with an excuse, but he insisted on seeing it. Seeing no way out, she promised to teach him the drum-making craft, then took him to the backyard. The next day, another customer arrived, asking if the tender skin drum was ready. My wife said she hadn't found the right hide yet, but when she noticed my brother nearby, her tone immediately changed. She claimed the hide had arrived and told the customer to wait for further notice. My mother saw how close the two of them had become and grew even more convinced that my wife was living a messy, promiscuous life. Before she could finish accusing her, my brother jumped in to defend my wife, saying his experience the night before had given him new insight. That remark infuriated me. I told him to pack up and go back to our hometown, but to my surprise, my wife insisted he stay, and things only got worse. My brother began moving items around the house as he pleased, even occupying our wedding room, and my mother said nothing to stop him. When I learned my brother had also entered the drum room, I was furious. I pulled him aside for a serious talk, telling him that in 10 years of marriage, even I had never stepped inside that room. But he smugly said only someone with a strong physique like his was allowed in. Burning with anger, I rushed to confront my wife, asking her what exactly went on in the drum room. She tried to make excuses, but I refused to listen. She finally grew annoyed, locked the door, and stormed off. Suspicion gnawed at me. I was now convinced she was hiding something in the drum room. That night, I found a locksmith and had a key made. I finally opened the door, determined to see with my own eyes